Hi there. Let's talk about why Google is not the answer. Just Google it. That's the answer for many questions. Or we ask Siri or other things. You know, Google and other search engines like it are amazing tools to get in front of clients. They work powerfully millions of times a day throughout the world. However, Google isn't the answer to the question of why a customer decided on your company. Just think about it. Your own usage of Google, just think about that and you'll probably understand. So let's say your house has a water leak and you need a plumber really fast. You don't drive around, look at billboards, you don't cut on the radio and listen for ads, you don't pick up a magazine to find a plumber. That would be ridiculous. Instead, you ask Google, find plumbers near me. That's normal, right? Your digital screen then reports a listing of people and you automatically skip the first two results because we know those companies that get to the top, well, they're paying to be there to cheat the system. And who trusts them? So you look at that listing from Google and you're reading down the names of plumbers and it's only natural to stop and consider those that are familiar. You'll click on the one that has name recognition. You'll pass over the people that you've never heard of before. If no one rings a bell, what do? You go to page 2, maybe page 3 for more options. Every time you use Google or a search bar for shopping, you are choosing whichever company gives the strongest emotional, positive reaction. That plumber you've seen in a magazine or on a television commercial will all of a sudden pop off the Google listing. You'll trust the person with brand recognition, somebody you know. Pretty soon you'll call them and say, Google just sent me here. Most people will never ever say that they came to your shop because of a magazine or community sponsorship or billboard. Google gets all the credit, even though the plumber probably spends thousands of dollars each month marketing in many different ways. Now, Google isn't a guarantee. It simply makes a list of options. It conjures up names. It's the door that people walk through to make decisions. The client must be aware of your company and like your brand to choose you. Otherwise, you'll be passed over. So this is where branding enters the scene. Branding elicits clients to pick you out of a list of others. As your company sponsors Little League teams, is involved in the Chamber of Commerce, is repeatedly places a logo in front of others, that's how you empower Google to work. Marketing empowers Google. It ramps up your search results. Business coach John Preston said this. He said that same thing happens all the time with Facebook. If you go on Facebook and you say, does anybody know a real estate agent? The feed will have 15 friends recommending 14 different people. If out of those 14 different realtors, you've only heard of one, that's the one that's getting the call. If you've heard of more than one, whichever one gives the most positive, immediate reaction gets chosen. You see, there's a reason your company is picked and chosen from search engines, and it often has a lot to do with other means of marketing that has nothing to do with Google. Consistent messaging in print, online, or in other media builds trust. Google doesn't really work to bring business. What Google does is only show options. So is Google really the answer?